loves, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm super excited because I'm going to be trying out a couple of products from Kosas. You guys know I fell in love with their foundation, so I figured why not try more of their products. So I have the concealer, the duo blush and cream highlight. I also have the bronzer, and this one's in the shade medium, and then the lip oil in the shade dip. So I'm going to be creating this whole look, of course. I'm going to give you guys my overall thoughts at the end of the video. And with that being said, if you guys are interested, then please keep on watching. Alright, you guys, so let's jump right into it. I'm just going to apply a little bit of the Fenty Beauty Pro Kisser Lip Balm in the shade Latte Lips. I already had a little bit on, but just going to reapply some more. So I'm going to start by prepping my skin. I'm going to grab my Glow Recipe Watermelon Ultra Fine Mist. Now I'm going to use the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Oil Infused Serum. And to moisturize, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. For primer, I'm going to use the MAC Prep and Prime for Moisture Infusion. So I want to add a little bit of glow from within, so I'm going to use the NARS. This is the Tinted Glow Booster in the shade Tansy Medium Dark. Just shake it. I'm just going to do like 2 pumps. Alright, so here's the Kosas Tinted Face Oil Foundation. I use the shade 7.5. You guys already know I love this. I have a review on this foundation, so I'll link it below if you guys are interested. But it is just my baby. I'm just going to apply this on the back of my hand. That's what that looks like. As you guys can see, it's pretty similar to the MAC Face and Body, super runny. It's just that it's full of oils, so I love that for me. Whatever's left, that's what I'm going to apply on my forehead. So here we have the Kosas concealer. I got the shade number 7. So this claims to be cream formula, radiant, medium coverage, brightening, all of that. So let's see what, I love the packaging, by the way. Let's see what shade 7 looks like. And I also have some samples here. I want to see what shade 7.5 looks like. So 7.5 and then 7. Let's see 7 on its own, because I feel like 7.5 might be a little darker. I'm just gonna apply that much just to see the coverage. No, this shade is fine. Oh, it is so radiant. So I really like the finish. It's very glowy. The coverage is definitely very like natural, so I really like that. I'm gonna apply a little bit more just for the sake of the video. But yeah, this shade 7.5 might be a little too dark for me. I will say though, I like that shade just for maybe color correcting. You guys already know which powder I'm using. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush in the shade medium 2. I'm gonna set over here as well. So here we have the Kosas Color and Light Cream. This is like their blush and highlight duo. This is the intense one in the shade Helios. Hopefully I'm saying that. So I want to use this shade right here to highlight with. Let me just see what that looks like. Oh, it is super creamy. Just gonna apply this right here. I just want to see. That is very pretty actually. It's a very nice glow to it. Alright, so I'm gonna set my foundation. Today I'm gonna use a different powder. Usually I use the BOBBI brown one, but I haven't used this in forever. This is the Perfection Powder by Marc Jacobs in shade 500 with my 138 from MAC. And then I'm gonna go over that with the Ambient Lighting Powder from Hourglass in the shade Radiant Light. I grab some Fix Plus. So today I didn't cream bronze or anything like that because I wanted to just see the actual true shade of the Kosas bronzer. I got the shade Medium, which is a golden bronze. I believe there's a total of 4 shades. I absolutely love this because it looks glowy and not matte. So I'm gonna use my 140 brush from MAC. I'm gonna grab some. Ooh, this looks like it's pigmented. All right, let's see. For blush, I'm gonna use this shade right here. Let's see what that looks like. It's like a burnt orange, really pretty. That's a very pretty shade. I'm just gonna warm it up on the back of my hand. Alright, so for my eyes, I want to do something just very natural. I'm going to grab this Huda Beauty Neon palette. This is the orange one. And I'm just going to use the shade in the middle, this orangey shade right here with my 227 from MAC. And I'm just going to pack that all over my lid. I actually decided to mix a little bit in of the yellow because the shirt's like a tangerine color. It's not completely orange. So just feel like mixing the two gives it a better pop. This is a 287 from MAC, by the way. Alright, so I went ahead and put some mascara, Extended Play by MAC. I'm going to line my lips with Cork Pencil, also by MAC. Alright, so now I'm going to grab the Kosas. This is the, what's this called? The Wet Lip Oil Gloss in shade Dip. So my girl Jamie, she told me to try this, and so let's see. Beautiful. I'm just trying to feel the formula, you guys, because it feels so different from like a regular lip gloss that tends to be more sticky, a lot thicker. This is very thin, definitely feels like an oil. Gonna lock everything in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting spray. To finish off, I'm going to be using the Copacabana Bronzer Oil by Solicinato. I said just a little bit and then I grab a whole bunch. Alright, you guys, this is the completed look, and let me tell you, this has to be by far one of my favorites look that I've done on my channel, just because orange is my favorite color. I can stop looking in the mirror, and I just feel like this is what I like. This is the type of makeup I like, very natural, very just fresh, very summer, but I don't know, just this is a vibe. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you guys my overall thoughts on all of the Kosas products that I used today. So starting off with the foundation, you guys already know how I feel about this. This by far is one of the best foundations that I've tried in a very long time, aside from like my MAC Face and Body that I love so much. You guys know that this is pretty much kind of like a MAC Face and Body, just with a little bit more coverage, and it's just a lot more dewy, more radiant due to the fact that it has a bunch of oils. I really recommend this for those of you who like a very like glowy type of finish, radiance finish with your foundations. If you have normal dry skin types, you will absolutely love this. It is super hydrating moisturizer on the skin, very easy to apply. You can use your fingers, brush, sponge, all of that. It looked stunning. I do think that if you have oily skin, this may not be the best option for you because it is very dewy in terms of the finish. So there's no denying that you're gonna get greasy and oily throughout the day, but I think it is still a gorgeous foundation to try out. You can always mix it with a more mattifying foundation. You can always prime and set your makeup really well, but just expect to look more radiant than usual due to the fact that this is super dewy, but it's such a gorgeous foundation. I just love how skin-like it makes my skin look, you know what I mean? And the shade is pretty good. I don't have to mix it with anything else, so absolutely amazing. Highly recommend. Moving on to the concealer, so I use the shade number 7, yes, and I love the packaging. I was shocked. A lot of you guys were telling me to try out their concealers. You guys told me that they were amazing, and I am obsessed. Thank you for recommending, because love the fact that it's very like radiant. It definitely is a radiant concealer. This is not mattifying at all. So if you have very dry under eyes like myself, you will absolutely love this formula. In terms of the coverage, it's definitely, I would say, light to medium coverage. I was able to build it up. You guys saw I applied a little bit more after blending it out, and it definitely built up more, but it's not going to give you full coverage at all, which I love. I like very natural looking concealers for like every day. I'm not doing a wear test today. It is currently, you guys, it is 7:47 in the morning. I woke up super early to film this video just because today it's kind of like a hectic day for me. I have a lot of things to do. So I just wanted to get this out of the way, and like I said, I'm not going to be doing a wear test, but just from the finish of it and the texture and how natural it is, I could tell that this is not a super like 24-hour long wearing type of concealer. And I find that concealers that are more radiant, more hydrating, tend to not last as long. So I'm gonna continue to try this out just to see how it wears, but I could care less because I just love the finish that it gives. It is beautiful. Like, it hasn't creased at all since I applied it. Usually there's concealers that I've tried that are very radiant and immediately I start getting creasing. So it looks flawless, smooth. My under eyes look fresh. They don't look dry or just messy. Like, it looks beautiful. This look is, I'm obsessed, okay? So I do recommend, if you like a very natural type of concealer, if you have very dry under eyes, it is just so natural and it blends in super seamlessly into the skin. It almost feels like I'm not applying a concealer. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. So really like that. Moving on to the color and light cream, so the duo. Again, I got the shade Helios. I am very impressed. Starting off with this highlight here, the formula on this, it's super creamy and very pigmented. Like, there's two versions of this, by the way, so you guys can get this in a more natural finish, in the sense that it's not going to be as intense or it's pigmented. I got the high intensity one just because when it comes to blushes and highlights, I want a little bit more pop, and I wanted to make sure that it was going to show up on my skin tone, and I'm obsessed. This to highlight with, or even to use it on my eyelids as a base for like eyeshadow or just all over by itself. I think it is stunning. It is a beautiful gold shade, very easy to apply. And then this burnt orange, I don't have anything like this in a cream formula. Like, I really don't. I have like a lot of orange shades, but this is more of like a burnt orange, like fallish type of shade. Obsessed. It has a very natural scent to it. You could tell these products are natural, like clean. They don't have any perfume or anything. So if you are a person that hates or just doesn't like fragrance in makeup, you're gonna love this line because it is natural, it is clean, like it is great for your skin in terms of makeup, you know what I mean? So I'm very impressed with the formulation. Super easy to apply. Like you guys saw, I did not use any powder highlights today or any powder blush, and look how pigmented the blush still is on my skin tone. Like, I'm like so impressed. So moving on to, I'm definitely gonna get more of these ones because I really like the formula. Moving on to the bronzer, I got the shade medium, so the golden bronze. Love the packaging. It's very kind of like clean looking. This, very pigmented. I was not expecting it to be super pigmented, and what I'm obsessed with is the finish. I prefer bronzers that have more of a sheen to them. Even if they have shimmer, I'm not really into super mattifying, drying type of bronzer just because I don't contour. I like to warm up my face. I like to have that blown out type of J-Lo bronzy look. And this bronzer, you can see it in the pan that it has a nice glow to it. The shade is perfect for me. Like, it definitely has a little bit of a reddish undertone, which I don't necessarily care for in bronzers. However, it doesn't look red on my skin. It just looks very healthy and just like, I don't know, like it gave my foundation life back. You know, when you apply foundation, it kind of looks flat and just basic. I am obsessed with this shade. It is beautiful. It reminds me of the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deep, which is one of the shades that I used to bronze with all the time. I love the finish of it. It is just stunning. And just to finish everything off, the lip oil in the shade Dip, very, very pretty. The packaging is just different, very unique. And what really shocked me is the feel and the texture of this product. Usually glosses tend to be very sticky, very thick. This is super thin, does not feel like a lip gloss. It feels like an oil on your lips, just with color, you know what I mean? And I feel like for those of you who just don't like lip glosses due to the fact that when the wind blows, your hair gets stuck on your lip gloss and that sort of thing, I don't think this will happen with this just because it is super lightweight. It is very, very, very lightweight, and the shade is beautiful. So I'm definitely gonna look into more shades when it comes to these products because it is super pretty, like hydrating, moisturizing, very, very pretty. So overall, there's not one product that I tried from Kosas today that I did not like. All of the products are just amazing, amazing. I can't, like I told you guys, this by far is my favorite look I think that I've done so far because it is just stunning. The glow. Let me stop. I'm gonna stop because you guys are gonna get annoyed, but I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. I highly recommend all the products that I tried today. I'm gonna continue to check more products from Kosas because they are killing it, okay? They're giving me what I like, you know what I mean? So hopefully I can find more goodies with their brand, and so check the description box below for all the product info and in terms of all the products that I used for today's look. Follow your girl on Instagram at simplydianaj. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions, suggestions, that sort of thing, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye beauties.